So moving on, Genie Plus sells out. All right, so here's my take on this. So Genie Plus did sell out, I think, 2 dates recently. I think one was President's Day.
Yeah, 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row. Okay, so I think what's finally happening is people are finally exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
They have beaten everyone down, and I think they finally just threw their hands up and people are giving up. And they're just saying, you know what? I don't want to spend 6 hours waiting online for one ride. So, and I'm exaggerating, but you could spend an hour to an hour and a half easily on most of the popular rides, and basically waste an entire half a day to maybe even more than half a day, and not really get anything done. So, because the standby lines are extraordinarily long, and especially on busier days, and I think folks are just finally fed up, and they're just saying, you know what, this stinks, but I'm gonna spend the money and get the Genie Plus, because I can actually, like the old-fashioned way of doing things, of getting the Fast Pass, I can actually get some lightning lanes and get on things, and I'm not wasting my entire day standing on a line. We've talked about this many times before. It's obviously, this basically cements Genie Plus as it's here to stay. It is not. We're never going back to Fast Passes.
We caved.
You might as well put the Fast Pass in the showcase in the Disney Museum somewhere, and have people go by and go, and point to it and go, what's that over there?
Shame on you people.
Because it's never coming back. It's never coming back. This has now become a revenue stream for them that they will just absolutely milk the heck out of it, and they're not going to. This is not going away. So, go ahead, Ken. Let me hear your take on it.
I am 100% in agreement with you. I think, last-ditch effort of us shaming them into some kind of Fast Pass, I think, has gone out the window. This is the first and second time, as we're back-to-back, that it has sold out at Walt Disney World since its inception in October of 21. I believe it did sell out in Disneyland one day. Let's see. Yeah, back in December of last year. Now,
I think you'll see this happen more and more as the summer goes along. As it gets busier, you're going to see this happen a lot more often.
I hope you're wrong, but I think you're right. One thing, now, granted, this past weekend was President's Weekend, so a lot of people had a long weekend. You might have had some people traveling, getting a 4-day weekend out of it, taking one day, getting a 4-day. I think part of it had that to play into it because of the holiday weekend. But I think, like you said, Walt, and I think you said it very well, we've been beaten down so much that waits are extremely long. And you're going on that trip and you're like, I don't want to wait in that line for an hour and a half. I don't want to wait in that line for 2 hours.
And you just had this experience.
Yeah, I just had this experience. It's not, I'm not a fan of Genie Plus, but I think the next time I do go and there's rides that I'm going to want to go on, I'm just being honest, I'm going to have to break down and make a deal with the devil. Because I want to go on the ride. And I don't want to wait an hour and a half and kill that time. They got us.
Yeah. But you held the line on this last vacation. I'll give you credit for that.
I did hold the line. We might, whenever we decide to go again, which we will this year. We don't have a date confirmed yet. Walter will be the next. I'm Jelly, but yeah, well, I think you agree. Not to beat a dead horse. I think Genie, this is a sign in the wrong direction that this is here to stay. But hopefully we're wrong. But I think you're right.